All right, we're finishing up warm-up. They'll gather the pucks. We'll probably have a national anthem, and then we'll get started. Hopefully the stream's okay. If it's not, text somebody in the audience, and they'll let me know. Mike Pierce is sitting right next to me, so he's ready to roll. He's got 7 cups of coffee in him. We'll get started momentarily.
Shakopee. In goal, number 31, Fritz Deer. At defense, number 43, Conan Tito. His defensive partner is number 4, Seth Youngberg. At wing, number 5, Eddie Lowenberg. At wing, number 19, Darby Nick. And the center for Shakopee is number 44, Colton Van Volker. And the rest of the Sabres.
All right, the camera angle is going to be a little off because I've got the tripod in a weird position. So I'm just going to have to deal with it.
And now the starters for the Spartans, beginning with the goaltender, number 35, Bentley Packer. At defense, number 81, Mason Gerlach. His defensive partner is number 27, Liam Pierce. At wing, number 19, Grayson Kelly. At wing, number 88, Jack Fessler. And the center for the Spartans is number 22, Wes Burke. And the rest of Orono, they are coached by Chris Kelly and Steven Fessler. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and move your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Teams and let's play hockey.
All right, let's play hockey indeed. Still trying to adjust the camera a little bit. That's not helping. All right. Like I said, camera angle will be off a little bit in the corners. I'll try and adjust as I can, but I only have so many hands, so here we go. Bert, Kelly, and Fessler, Gerlach, and Pierce to start. If you did not hear the introductions. Both teams right now are 1-1, so the winner plays in the second place game tomorrow. Loser will play in not the second place game, but the second place seed from the D pool. And we're off. Orono slaps it into the offensive zone. Kelly. Puck goes behind the goal line. Fessler and Kelly working there. Fessler comes away with it. He goes to the far side of the net. He's looking for a centering pass. It's pretty clogged up in there, but comes to Gerlach. He shoots. Save made. Kelly works it back to the point for Gerlach again. He slaps it in. Burke tried to get a stick on it and deflect it, but made the goalie make a save, did Gerlach. Now, in his own zone, Pierce gets it to Fessler at the blue line. Fessler plays it up. Battle for it in neutral. Shakopee gets on the puck as Orono changes. They bring it in, but offside. So, now we have the Erickson line. Erickson, Weiss, and Dillon with Dacey and Keith. Erickson digs at it. They're still battling for it. Shakopee now handles and brings it in onside. Shot. Ooh! Far side, it hit the post. They go D to D from the point. They'll shoot it in again. Deflection goes wide. Excuse me, Dacey comes away with it. He'll cycle it up along the boards, but nobody home, so Shakopee will just put it back down behind the net. Back behind the net. Weiss comes to break it up. He grabs. He's looking for Dillon, who was already in the zone, so offside the call. And we'll change them up again, all five. Pass originated from just outside the defensive zone of Orono. Peck will take the draw there. He's with Lee and Downey. Kinder and Gerlach on defense. Shakopee wins the draw, but they go D to D on an errant pass, so they're back in their own defensive zone. They play it out to neutral. Player cuts towards the middle. He's poke checked nicely by Gerlach. Peck poke checks it out into neutral. Shakopee brings it in. This is their leading scorer, number 44. He moves his way to the net. He finally gets poke checked by Gerlach. Peck gets it to Downey. Downey hits Lee entering the zone, but he's poke checked. Lee up against the boards. He centers. He's got Peck. Peck skates towards the corner, then loses the puck. Now Lee on it. Now Shakopee. Shakopee handles. They skate far side. Actually, right up the middle. Shot blocked by Keith. Shakopee back on the puck. They're in the midst of completing a change, so they'll buy a little bit of time, but Fessler and Gerlach break it up. Gerlach puts it the length of the ice, and that's icing. 11-12 left in the first, no score. I can't anchor the camera so much because I got to tilt and adjust and stuff when it goes to the other side of the ice. So don't exactly have the hands of a skilled surgeon, so it'll be a little shaky. Sorry. All right, Burke, Fessler, and Kelly out there with Pierce and Keith. Shakopee wins the draw back to the point. They'll shoot opposite side. They were looking for a deflection out in front. It got through everyone. Now from the point, back down behind the net. Keith there first. Pierce comes to help. Fessler grabs it. He's along the boards. Shakopee working to keep the puck possession. Fessler up along the blue line, but Shakopee able to hold. Back behind the goal line it goes. They center, nobody home. Kelly quickly hits Fessler and then gets creamed, but no call. Fessler works it in. He's back behind the goal line waiting for some help. Now Kelly comes. Loose puck. Erickson. He couldn't get the shot off. Shakopee goes D to D, doesn't connect with anyone. Now it does. Along the midboard, they get it out into neutral. Kinder there to intercept. They'll get it to Pierce, who gets it to Kelly. Kelly's going to dump, and they're going to change. Erickson wheels out there to put some pressure on. Shakopee clears out to neutral. Good back check by Weiss. Oh, Erickson had the puck, and then he got his stick whacked. It went right across the danger zone, but out to neutral. They're kicking at it and working for it along the boards. Puck battle won by Shakopee. They go far side, enter the zone onside. Weiss there to break it up momentarily. Now Kinder comes to help. Shakopee still in possession. It's number 44 again. He'll center. Dylan got a stick on it to push it wide. Now Erickson and Dacey. He works towards the middle. He's going to draw a penalty. Tripping the call as number 9, Paige Erickson, will go to the box. 44 is kind of slippery. He is their best player, so they will go on the power play. And Orono will send out Peck, Downey, Gerlach, and Pierce. Peck set to take the draw. 9:20 left in the first, no score. Orono on the kill. Pierce able to clear the zone. It'll go the length of the ice, and that'll be icing. So we'll rinse and repeat. Beck trying to win the draw over to Downey. Shakopee controls from the point. They set it up. They go down below. He was moving towards the net, but that was broken up, I should say. They called Dacey. I think it was Erickson. All right, I guess it was Dacey. Sorry, Tage. I called the wrong number. Oh, no. Shot goes in. Packer got a piece of it, but then it slipped behind him. So power play goal for Shakopee puts them up 1-0. And I forgot to start the scoreboard app, so I'll do that now. All right. Fessler tries to center it out in front. Shakopee along the boards, cut off by Dacey. Burke came to help. Shakopee reverses the up along with Erickson. Erickson flips it high off the glass. Weird bounce. Bodies go flying. Erickson gets his stick on it. Shot just wide. Shakopee still in control of the puck. They'll work it back to the point. Shot from the point. It goes off Keith's stick, but Packer able to make the save. So 7:03 left in the first. Orono trailing by 1. Peck, Downey, and Lee come out with Kinder and Gerlach. Puck draw won by Shakopee. Shot from the point goes wide. Offside. 6:38 left. Orono sticks with the same 5. Face-off will come from center ice. Beck works it towards Downey. Downey flips it towards the offensive zone, controlled by Shakopee. Off the boards it goes. Shakopee collects. 2-on-2. 44 puts on the brakes. He'll go far side. Played there by Kinder. Kinder trying to reverse the puck. Peck got it up the boards, but held in by Shakopee. Downey able to lift the stick. Peck grabs it. He puts it off the boards, but wasn't able to go get it before the Shakopee defender cut him off. Now out on neutral. Pierce tried to cross ice pass, doesn't connect. Shakopee works in. They center inside the circle. Downey's going to get called. Oh, wow. That was weak.
Baloney.
I couldn't agree more.
Come on, ref.
Ref saw the action, not the play. So Downey's going to go off for... What's he calling here? I don't know. A lot of hand signals. You know, I love the abuse I take doing this job. All right, Orono's going to be on the kill. Shakopee trying to figure out who they want out there. Downey in the box for, I guess they called it a cross-check. I don't know. We'll hear the announcement here, but Shakopee handles the draw. They set things up from the circle back to the point. They go back to the top. Wing. So Burke, Kelly, Pearson, Keefe out there right now. Shot comes in on Packer. He makes the save. Puck goes behind the net.
Minor penalty has been assessed to Orono's number 96, Foster Downey. 1.5 minutes for roughing.
Roughing
Time of
call.
penalty, 8:12.
Roughing.
8:20 of the first period. That's
Wow. You're going to rough. Go ahead and get your money's worth. Centered out in front. Shot. It goes off a couple sticks out in front and into the netting. 44 seconds left on the kill. Orono keeps Keefe out there, Pierce out there, and we'll bring Peck and Fessler out. Draw controlled by Shakopee. They get to the point, goes off a skate. Fessler is going to dump it, looking for some space for Peck. Peck got his stick on it, and then he gets taken down. They don't call it. Orono fans want a call, rightfully so. Now Kinder steals. Peck inside his defensive zone, tries to clear. Knocked down by Shakopee. Shakopee reverses the puck. They're going to get a shot. Deflection goes wide. Fessler trying to get there first. Shakopee cuts him off. They retain possession. Back to the point. Action out in front. Kinder working hard to clear. Now Shakopee goes to the wing, and the penalty is over, so Erickson comes on the ice. Orono's full strength. They're playing keep away as Shakopee. Shot goes just high and over. It'll come all the way out into neutral and back into the Orono offensive zone. So Shakopee's going to play it far side. Put the brakes on at the neutral line, at the blue line, I should say. Dillon comes away with it. Goes off a skate. Weiss in the zone trying to gather. Shakopee clears out to neutral. Dacey takes it, bangs it off the boards for Erickson, who taps it into the deeper into the offensive zone. Now, Shakopee handles. They're on the attack. They cut across the blue line. Player starts streaking towards the net. He'll come all the way behind the net, out to center. Tried to shoot, but whiffed. Now a shot does come in. It's deflected right in on Packer, but Packer in good position to make the save. Now, centered, cut off by Gerlach. Gerlach goes off the boards. He's looking for Dylan. He's got him. Dylan enters the zone. He's being harassed. He'll put the brakes on. He centers for Weiss. Weiss handles. He flips that backhander just wide. Same shot he had yesterday. He had a lot of good body control on it. He was able to flip a pretty hard shot with the backhand, but it went just wide. Now Shakopee in the Orono defensive zone. Almost cleared. Not quite. Gerlach retreats to grab the puck behind his own net. He gets it to Burke. Burke goes high off the glass out into neutral. Kelly there, but cut off by Shakopee. Shakopee defensively has been pretty solid thus far. Now out in neutral. Now brought back in by Shakopee. Shot goes just wide. Cleared by Pierce out into neutral. Shakopee still with the puck. Pass gets through. 44 streaks towards the net. He was looking far side. Shot goes wide and high. That was looked to be out of the zone, but no call. Now Dacey tries to hit Kelly. Kelly tapped it, so no icing. The puck goes the length of the ice. Burke on it, along with Kelly in the corner, but Shakopee comes away with it. We got to start winning some puck battles. Shakopee brings it in. Poke check there by Dacey. Dacey tries to clear up the boards. Peck gets it out. Shakopee defender circles, brings it back out in neutral. Played there by Lee, back in the zone. Shakopee defender splits the middle, brings it up the ice. Shoots, goes off a leg, wide. Now, in the corner.
Good job, Bentley! Go, 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 go!
After the tournament, simply visit utopia.com and hit the buy photos link on our homepage.
Nobody
Then
Jack! Oh, Lord. There you go. Go. So, okay. Come on, Rick.
Shakopee grabs. Stretch pass. Broken up by Gerlach, but they right to a Shakopee player who enters the zone. They fire again. Goes off a stick wide, off Weiss's stick. Gerlach tries to clear, gets tangled up. Erickson tries to clear now. Dylan does, out to Weiss in neutral. He takes a bit of a licking and keeps on ticking. Dylan puts it in the zone, and Orono will change, all five.
Instead of picking up background noise and not hearing the sound.
And what exactly am I supposed to do about that? Okay, thank you. Pierce back behind the goal line. Shakopee with the puck. To the point, to the wing. Shot, Packer save, it's loose. And a little frickus out in front, as tends to happen on a loose puck. Packer will grab it and freeze it. Burke on the draw, comes out into neutral. Shakopee controls up to the wing, entering the zone. Pass connects. Their passing's been pretty sharp thus far. Hands off to the D. D skates in, circles, now tries to play towards the corner, broken up by Burke. Nice steal. He'll play a far side. Fessler able to dig it forward, but cut off. They'll cycle it down low. Keefe grabs. Oh, he was trying to hit the wing, and we thought he was going to go middle. Cut off by Shakopee. Now it's in the corner. Back to the blue line. Fessler digging at it. Almost comes away with a steal. Now it's a loose puck. Perkins gets in the action. It is loose. Out in front. From the circle. Shot. Packer knocks it down. He's looking for it. They clear to the boards. Fessler gives chase. Shakopee is just like wild animals with a loose puck at the blue line. They do not give up the zone. And I mean that in a complimentary manner. All right. Kelly hits the puck, but they got a trip on... Wait, we touched the puck, so are we going to the box? Why'd they blow the whistle when we touched the puck? Shakopee players still looking for him. Somebody's got to get to the box. They did call it on Orono. Calling him for a kick trip? Are you kidding me? Jack Keefe's going to go serve time for being wrongfully accused, I think. Wow, that's... Man. We've had players tripped and checked, and they've called 2 pity pat penalties on us. All right, Shakopee controls on the power play. Go get it! Or just let them waste time doing that. Shot from the point. Goes off a couple high sticks.
A minor penalty has been assessed to Orono's number 13, Jack Keefe. A minute and a half for tripping. Time the penalty 2:58 of the second period.
Shot. It almost went in. It rattled around the post and the crossbar. Orono able to clear it out to neutral. And did that go in?
I thought.
It like hit one post, hit the other one. That was a good shot by Shakopee. They don't get the tally on the scoreboard, thank goodness. So now Burke, Kelly, Gerlach, and Pierce out there. 55 seconds left on the Shakopee power play. They win the draw. Out in neutral, go D to D. Now up to the wing. He brings it in. He shoots. Packer knocks it down. It's loose. Gerlach able to clear off the boards back to the point. Not quite out, but good job of getting it out of there. Gerlach now far side boards. Burke able to pound it off the board and out into neutral. Kelly gathers. It's 2-on-2 shorthanded. Kelly gets poke check. He gets it back to the point. Pierce wisely just cycles it. Tried to cycle it down low. Cut off by Shakopee, but a lot of time off the power play here. Now Shakopee enters the zone. Moves towards the middle. Burke breaks it up with a stick. Gets it to Kelly. Kelly dumps it down the ice. Shakopee has it. They'll enter the zone. 5 seconds left on the power play. They center. Gerlach cuts it off. Packer makes a save. And we're at full strength again. Pierce using really good body control and positioning to break that up along the boards. Back to the point for Shakopee. They go point to point. Shot. Packer with another save. He'll swat that one into the corner. Shakopee in the corner, pressured by Burke. Now Pierce on his man. Burke comes to help out. It's along the edge of the board. In the corner, they play it back to the point. Shot. Oh, Gerlach stuck his leg out there. He almost deflected it, but Packer had a clean look at it and makes the save. Downey clears down the ice. Lee on the forecheck. Forces him to give it up. Now they go to number 44. He brings it in. He's slick. He passes it inside the circle. Guarded there by Pierce. Now back behind the net, far side. He'll dish. They're just weaving here. Pass comes through the middle. Lee's got it. He will get to the red line. He's looking for Downey, but Peck momentarily got it across the blue line, and Shakopee has it going the other way. Centering pass goes past the goal line. Broken up by Keefe. Now Weiss on the ice. He forces a pass. Peck. He's got Lee wide open. Lee shoots. He scores! Woo! Lee with a laser to the far post. It rattles in. Lee from Peck ties it up. That was beautiful. Now back in their defensive zone. Shakopee clears out the neutral. Kinder got a piece of the kid. Oh, now he calls it. He doesn't raise his arm initially. Then the coach from Shakopee yells and he raises his arm. I guess he had to think about it for a bit. Kinder will go to the box. Exactly. God, that's so infuriating. I'm not saying Kinder didn't do it, but the initial call was not there. All right, so Shakopee back on the power play. 7:35 left in the period. All right, we're waiting for a discussion. Now we're ready to go. So, sorry, Erickson, Dillon, Pierce, and Gerlach out there for the kill. Kinder for checking. Pierce breaks one up. Erickson looking for some space. He'll put it up the boards to the point. Shakopee still controls. They go cross ice. Cut off by Dillon. He flips it out into neutral. There's a trip behind the play, and they did get it. They got it. So Erickson draws the penalty. He put his hand up. Was that for ice? They did not call the trip. All right. Now they call something. Now Shakopee gets called for the first time today. Interference, the call. So for 44 seconds, we'll skate 4-on-4, and then Orono will have half of the power play. Orono has out there Burke, Kelly, Gerlach, and Pierce. Burke going to take the draw. Puck won by Shakopee. They reverse it. Far side, it's going to come all the way out in the neutral. Gerlach giving chase. We just dump it back in. 4-on-4, so a lot of open ice out there. Shakopee sends it into neutral. Hits the pass. Player toe drags in. Moves towards the net, behind the net. He's looking for a centering effort. He falls down, pops right back up, stays on the puck. Now, who was that? Kelly comes to break it up. Now we got another arm raised. Orono's going to be the beneficiary of 5-on-3 here momentarily. The penalty to Kinder is over. The power play begins for Orono, and another Shakopee player goes to the ice, or to the box, I should say, for a trip. So Orono's going to have 47 seconds of 5-on-3. They will send out. We got 6 guys on the ice right now. Hey, somebody's coming off. All right, Jack Keefe comes off the ice. So Burke, Peck, Kelly, Fessler, and Daisy are out there.
They didn't have. Correct. It's power play, right?
And Kelly's set to take the draw. 5-on-3 for Orono. He wins it back to Daisy. Daisy goes to Fessler at the point. Fessler shoots. Glove save. All right. We'll do it from the other side. This time Burke's going to take the draw. Kelly at the wing. Inside. Burke wins it to Peck. Peck gets it to Fessler. Fessler goes far side for Daisy. Daisy looking cross ice, thinks better of it, gets it back to Fessler. Fessler goes back to Daisy. Daisy winds up, he shoots. Blocker save. Kelly on the puck in the corner. Still on a 5-on-3, but not much time left. Peck tried to hit Kelly, streaking towards the net. Kelly's got it, he gets it back to Peck. He shoots! Just got a piece of it with the blocker. That was a good shot. Now. Oh, puck doesn't connect from Kelly to Daisy. It'll go the length of the ice, and that'll do it for the 5-on-3, but Orono still on the power play. Peck has it, brings it in from Daisy. He centers. Broken up by the goalie stick. Burke gets it to Kelly. Kelly looking for a shot. He had to kind of reload. Now he centers for Fessler. Fessler on the backhander. Couldn't get anything off. Kelly being patient. Top of the circle. He'll get it to Fessler at the point. Fessler going to wind up and shoot again. Stick save. Peck in the corner. 10 seconds left on the Orono power play. He gets poke check. They're going to clear it. And they got a guy that gets behind him. He moves in. Short-handed. Fessler's going to go to the box for taking him down from behind. So 5-on-3, nothing. 5-on-4, nothing. And we're back on the penalty kill. 4:30 left in the period. So Orono goes from being on the power play to being on the penalty kill. Erickson and Dillon with Kinder and Keefe. Puck battled for in the circle. Controlled by Shakopee. They shoot from the point. Goes off Dillon's stick. High over the net and into the glass. Shakopee still has it. Erickson putting some pressure on. They're setting up their version of the power play. Back to the point. Cross ice. Shot. Packer. Save. Shakopee still has it. Back to the point.
Has been assessed to Orono's number 88, Jack Fessler. A minute and a half for tripping.
Cross ice. Shot. Packer saves it. Rebound. They score. Came right on a player's stick, and he buried it far side of the post, as Packer coach was appropriately covering the near side. Power play goal for Shakopee, and that gives them a 2-1 lead. With 3:53.
the Sabres. Time 13.
I've been yelling like a monkey for the entire period, and I was just notified that I was muted. Ay, 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 ay. We're down 3-1 after 2. Thank you. Who told you? Well, I muted it for the between the periods, and I forgot to take the mute button off. So you got a noise and commentary-free second period. Orono had chances. That 5-on-3 had some chances. Then a 5-on-4. Then it reversed as that expired and we drew a penalty, and Shakopee got a power play goal. Then an even strength goal just before the end of the second period, so we'll go into the third period down 2-1. Sorry, 3-1. Orono sends out Peck, Downey, and Lee, Keefe, and Pierce to start the third. We came back from 3 behind last night. Can we come back from 2 today? Shakopee controls the draw. They bring it in the zone. Back to the point. Shot. Packer save. Waves it towards the corner. They gather. Bring it towards the middle again. What are you doing? All right, Peck now on the puck in his own zone. Makes one man miss, makes two men miss. Then he puts it out into neutral. Shakopee, they being Shakopee, put it right back in the zone. But now they go out for a change. Peck moves in with 2 guys on him. Somebody go help. Shakopee puts it the length of the ice. That'll be icing. We'll change them up. All right, Burke, Kelly, and Fessler come out. Kinder and Dacey on defense. Puck battle for, controlled by Shakopee, up the boards. Cut off by Dacey, he gets knocked down, but able to hold the zone and put it back behind the goal line with a really good effort. Puck gets past Kelly, Shakopee comes the other way. 2-on-3, they shoot. Packer knocks it down, he didn't see where it was. Kinder clears it up along the boards. Now, clearing effort, I can't see, it was by Kelly. Cut off just before the blue line. Kinder behind his own net. Hits Fessler. Shakopee has it. They tried to hit somebody streaking towards the net. Pass doesn't connect. Dacey there. Goes behind the ref. Battle for it with Burke. Shakopee comes away with it. Up to the point. D to D. And player misplayed the puck. Fessler's got it. He's coming the other way. He's got Kelly. Kelly shoots, save. It was loose momentarily, and then he'll hold on for the whistle. Well, we've had a couple of those within the last 6 minutes of game time, but haven't been able to bury one yet. Erickson, Dillon, and Weiss out there with Gerlach and Pierce. He wins it to Pierce. Shot. Great shot. Really good blocker save by the goalie. Harrison won that draw right to Pierce. Uh-oh. They've got a breakaway. It's their best player. He dekes and no whistle. No goal. Great save by Packer, stretching out and saving it with and under the pad to freeze it before it goes across the goal line. So, nice breakaway stop by Bentley Packer. I'll check the net. Make sure it's on the pegs. Erickson will take the draw. Harrison wins the draw back to Pierce. They play it out in front. It's loose. Ooh, that was dangerous. Weiss able to clear it up to the point. Shakopee plays it down low. Dillon on the puck. He'll scoot it out into neutral. Shakopee looking for the middle. They find it. He puts on the brakes. Circles. Now he'll enter the zone. He tries to toe drag. Weiss breaks that up. They'll put it down low and go off for a change. Pierce cycles it up to the point. Cut off by Shakopee. They hit the center. He's streaking towards the net. Weiss broke it up along with Gerlach. Shot comes in. Save made. From the point back down low. Gerlach on it. Switches from forehand to backhand to forehand. Held in by Shakopee at the blue line. Erickson kicks the shot on goal to the side. Shakopee tries to center. Cut off by Weiss. Weiss now hits Erickson. Erickson absolutely gets mangled. No call? Wow. I don't know what they're looking at, but shot over the net. Dillon clears out to neutral. Shakopee enters the offensive zone. Goes behind the net. They cycle it down low. Cut off by Dacey. Peck in the mix. He gets cross-checked from behind. No call. Dacey plays it to the other side. Keeps trying to clear. Downey gets a stick on it. Peck gets a stick on it. Dacey to Lee. Lee unable to clear. Come on, boys. Puck battle. Oh. Stick was...
I've done it. No one looked. Oh, get in there. Go.
left. 3-1 shot. He breaks it up. They'll work through neutral into the zone. Odd man rush here. And Gerlach loses a stick. They center. Packer breaks it up. Good stick by Bentley. Fessler hands off to Kelly. He'll go off the ice along with 4 other Orono players. Kelly comes in the zone all by himself. Now he hands off to Keefe. Keefe cuts towards the middle. He's tied up. Shakopee's got a 2-on-1. Pierce hustles back to break it up. Good job by Liam. Dylan along the boards, trying to find space. Shakopee comes away with it. Toe drag. They pass out in front. Packer saves it. A crazy backhander as he was trying to cover 2 guys, and he comes away with the puck. Excellent job by Packer to stop that. Basically 2-on-0 almost, because they were really attacking the net. Shakopee now on the draw, but Orono comes away with it. Dylan skates it across the blue line to his backhand. Shakopee gets it. They come the other way. They're looking for a pass. He shoots. Packer knocks it down and freezes it. And Shakopee players are tied up out in front. You can't snow the goalie and then not expect to get pushed out of there. Rick Weiss protecting his goalie well. We'll change him up. Settle the blood down a little bit. Peck comes out with Downey in lead. Tinder and Pierce Dacey on defense. Puck 1 to Kinder. Back to Peck. Peck looking up the boards for Downey. He finds him. Downey goes towards the net. He was looking to pass, and then he backhanded it, and shot goes right into the belly. Net comes off, and we'll get a whistle. Gonna have a little discussion in the car about slamming your stick on the ice. All right, Peck, Lee, and Downey, Kinder, and Dacey still. Shakopee wins the draw. They enter the zone. Cut off by Dacey. Lee there. Lee's able to whack it out into neutral ice. Can Downey get there first? He does. He's working with snow. He tried to get it to Peck. Broken up, but Peck now has it. He's got 3 guys on him. He pushes it to Dacey. Dacey able to get it down low. Lee on the forecheck. He gets a stick on it. Peck trying to dig at it. Shakopee trying to clear. Cut off by Kinder inside the blue line, but now it gets out into neutral. Downey finds Dacey. Dacey finds Peck. Peck works between 2 guys. He gets knocked to the ice. He doesn't get the call. No big shocker there. Dacey out in front. He was looking for Fessler, cutting to the net. Kelly gets a shot, but it's blocked. Out into neutral. Gerlach puts it off the board to Fessler, who gets hit again, and again, no call. Gerlach up the ice to Kelly inside the blue line. Outside the blue line, I should say, but Shakopee comes and retrieves. They play up the boards. Gerlach throwing his weight around. He holds the blue line. Good job, Mason. Burke and Fessler along the boards. Not much space. Burke chips it towards the goal line. Cut off by Shakopee. Shakopee going the other way. They find the circle. Centering pass for a streaking player on the right side. Doesn't connect. Cut off by Burke. Now Pierce has it. He gets it out past the red line, then gets checked, and the play comes in offside. .401 left. Same score. Need a quick one. Erickson, Dylan Weiss, Daisy Keefe. Shakopee wins the draw back. Weiss able to cut it off at the blue line. He skates it down low. He centers. Daisy gets it. Flips it towards the net. He got his stick blocked. And now Shakopee's got a 3-on-1 coming the other way. Kinder, the only man back. He breaks it up. Sorry, that was Keefe, not Kinder. Good job by Jack Keefe. Stood his ground, waited for the pass. Broke it up. Shakopee player rams the net, not rams, but lost control and ended up in the back of the net. They'll put it back on the pegs. 3:35, I think, is what the clock says. Erickson tries to win it back. Shot. Save. A lot of pushing and shoving going on in front of the net. They're attacking the net hard, which is what you're supposed to do. But I think the refs have had enough, and they're going to call one player for each side. Daisy goes off, Shakopee defender goes off, and we'll play 5-on-5 as those penalties coincide. So, Peck, Downey, Lee, Keith, and Pierce. Deep in their own zone. Peck battles for the puck. He wins it. Keith on a backhander tries to get it to Pierce. Pierce back to Keith. Keith behind his own net. He's trying to get it out of there, but he's being harassed. Now he gets it to Lee. Lee bangs it off the boards. Out into neutral. Downey tries to steal, but Shakopee retains. They'll dump it in the zone. Played by Keith. He'll dump it right back out. Downey has it. He tried to hit Keith. Broken up along the boards. Shakopee moves in. Packer saves. Drops to the ground, then he covers. Orono going to change him up again. 2:55. Burke, Kelly, and Fessler come out. Pierce and Keefe stay out there. Burke gets his stick tied up. Shakopee goes and gets the puck. They escape behind the goal line. They weave. Now back behind the goal line. Shot. Packer save. Another shot. He saves and covers up. He's seen a lot of action today. No idea what the shots on goal are, but they're vastly in favor of Shakopee. All right, Kinder and Gerlach come on for Pierce and Keith. 3 forwards stay out there.
Coincidental minor penalties have been assessed to Orono's number 7, Dylan Daisy, and Shakopee's number 5, Edward Lowenberg.
Shakopee along the midboard.
For roughing. Time for coincidental penalties, 10:29 of the third period.
Kinder off the boards. Burke touches up. Kelly battles. Burke comes to help. Shakopee comes away. They center. Broken up by Gerlach's skate. To the point. Another shot comes through. I think Gerlach got a piece of that with his stick. Burke and Kinder whacking at it. Dug free, but Shakopee puts it right back behind the goal line. Now Kinder on it. On his backhand. Knocked down by Shakopee's stick. Gerlach in the corner. He comes away with it. He'll skate it and put it past the blue line. Pass back in, hits the Orono bench. We'll have a face-off. 1:20 left. Down by 2. Timeout called.
Timeout Spartans.
All right, Downey sends out. Orono sends out Peck, Downey, and Kelly, Gerlach, and Pierce after the timeout. Pierce goes back behind his net, grabs. Downey now looking for somebody. He'll cycle it to Kelly off the boards. Kelly tried to hit Peck. Pass doesn't connect into the zone. Packer's moving towards the net. Orono's going to put another player on the ice. Empty net, and out comes Weiss. Back behind the goal line. Orono working for the puck. Shakopee reverses it. Peck cuts it off. He gets it to Kelly. Kelly tries to go back to Peck. It doesn't connect. They put it the length of the ice, and that'll be icing. So, 32.4 seconds left. Downey will come off, Burke will come on. Burke's going to take the face off. They align Weiss and Peck to his left, Kelly to his right, Pierce and Gerlach behind him. Empty net for Orono. Shakopee wins the draw. They try and put it across ice. Weiss cut it off and almost got a shot off. Along the boards. Tick-tock. They're digging at it. Burke comes away with it. He'll hit Pierce. Pierce fires. It's broken up out in front. Shakopee tries to clear. Gerlach puts it back in. It goes off Weiss's redirect just wide, and now they're going to call Orono for a check. Unreal. Or are they? Yeah, they are. They're calling Burke. So Orono will put Packer back out with 6.6 left. Not much you can do, and looks like we get a really early game tomorrow. So sleep in and watch it later, or grab some coffee and join us around 7:15 or 7:30. I'm not sure when. All right, off the draw. They call, I don't know what they call. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. Got 5-on-5 out there. Oh, we're officially on the penalty kill, so Weiss shouldn't have been out there. 4 seconds left. It goes into the corner, and that'll do it. So, Shakopee takes this one 3-1. And like I said, we'll play very early tomorrow morning. We'll find out who our opponent is.